All right. All right, cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Wyatt, you testified that you've been a sound technician for pretty much most of your career, right?
Yes.
Okay. And let's go to that Marlon Brando. That he used an earpiece for his lines to be fed to him, correct, at that
Yes.
time? And when was that? When was The Brave filmed?
Mid-90s?
Okay. And so ever since then, Mr. Depp has thought it was a good idea and has used an earpiece, correct?
He has used an earpiece, yes.
Okay, and you're the person who controls what goes into his earpiece, is that
Yes.
correct? Okay, so it could be music, it can be lines, it can be
Yes.
anything, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you have been his sound technician since the 1990s, all the way up through at least 2016, correct?
There's been a couple of us, yes.
Okay, but you actually have been on almost all his movies, haven't you?
Been on most of them, probably,
Okay,
yes.
and in fact, not only are you his personal sound technician, but you are named in his contracts as his sound technician, correct?
I don't know that.
Okay, well, let's pull up exhibit number, let's go to 633. And I'm going to show you what has been marked as Defendant's Exhibit 633, and it's the contract for Pirates of the Caribbean from August 2022. Do you see that?
Objection, lack of
August.
foundation.
I'm sorry?
Lack of foundation.
I didn't get his answer.
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
I see it. It says August 2002.
Okay. Let's turn to page 16. Actually, the one before that. It's two before that, I think. There we go. Do you see where it says location assistant?
Yes.
Okay. And if you go down, it has your name specifically on there. Does it not say Keenan Wyatt?
Yes.
Okay. And on this
Along-
particular one, it has Sam Sarker and Keenan Wyatt. Do you see that?
Yes.
But eventually, it just became Keenan Wyatt in all the contracts, right?
I do not know. I don't know.
Okay. And then as part of this, in each of Mr. Depp's contracts, he had what you were going to get paid, correct?
I don't know what's in his contract.
Okay. Well, on this one, it was $14.28 per hour, correct?
Lack of foundation, Your Honor.
All right. Well, he doesn't know this contract. If you want to frame
Okay.
it, it's a different question.
Well, you, on every one of his contracts, had an hourly rate and a guarantee of at least 60 hours a week, right?
Calls for speculation, lack of foundation.
Surely he has to know how he was getting paid on
If
these.
you want to ask that question.
Do you know how you were getting paid on each of these films?
Yes.
Okay.
I get paid through a payroll company from the production companies.
Okay, and these were all negotiated by Mr. Depp, correct?
No,
Or his
I'm
company.
paid by the union sets the rate for me.
Right, but you're aware that Mr. Depp has negotiated it and put you into his contracts,
Lack of
correct?
foundation calls for
I
speculation.
I'll allow that answer if he can answer it.
I'm sorry.
You want to ask
You're
the
aware.
question again? Go ahead.
You're aware that Mr. Depp has put you into each of his contracts, including how much you get paid and all of your perks, right?
I see it here, but when I'm hired by a production company, I get paid by the production company at my union rate for the job that I'm doing. That's not the rate I make when I'm working on a production.
Okay, all right, well, let's stay on this one just for a minute, and then we'll take a look at a couple more, because you ended up with a lot higher rate pretty soon. But you also had your airfare paid for, correct, for travel?
Yes.
You also were put up in the same hotel as Mr. Depp if he was in a hotel, correct?
Not necessarily all the time.
Right, and if he was in a house, then you got a comparable hotel close by, right?
I got a place to stay wherever we were filming, yes.
And it was comparable.
Comparable to Johnny's? No.
It was a positive, it was a nice hotel, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, productions, we usually stayed at nice hotels.
Okay. So is it your testimony that you didn't know that you were named specifically and the terms of your compensation and your benefits were in every single one of Mr. Depp's contracts?
Objection asked and answered several times, Your Honor.
It has not, and I have to,
I'll allow it this,
I did not know it was in
Okay.
the contract.
next question.
okay. Let's go take a look real quick. I'm going to flip over to 855. And this is a contract, December 4, 2008, with Paramount Pictures for Rango. Do you recall that?
Yes,
And you were his sound technician there, correct?
Yes.
And if we turn to page 12, which is the second one, if you look down there, your name is right there. You're designated as sound technician, correct? Do you see that?
yes,
All right, and then let's flip to the next page. And that has $3,500 per week, correct?
Lack of foundation.
Do you remember getting $3,500 a week?
I get whatever the weekly rate is for the union position that I'm doing. I don't know, at this time, I don't recall what the rate was. I don't know if that's what I got or not, but I got what the union set as my minimum rate.
Okay, and again, you didn't know that Mr. Depp negotiated